I was 17 when I met Daniel. At that time, I wasn't thinking about marriage. I was focused on my studies and trying to understand what I wanted from life. Daniel was older, more confident, and he made me feel seen. He listened to me. He encouraged me. Honestly, that feeling was powerful.
Hi, welcome back to the show. This is Dieberes Corner, and on today's episode, we have two amazing couples with us. So, today, they are going to be opening up about why they're married so young, the
hmm
fear that put them into marriage, the things they ignored, the expectations
Hmm.
that were shattered, the mistakes they
Hmm.
made, and what they would tell their younger selves if they could go back. Welcome to the show, Amaka and Daniel. It's good to have you here.
We are so excited to be here.
We've been looking forward to this for a long time. Thank you for having us.
I want to take people back
hmm
even further because sometimes the decisions we make as adults are connected to the experiences we had growing up. Amaka, tell us about the home you came from. What was love like for you before Daniel came into your life?
Honestly, when I look back now, I realize I was searching for something I felt I never really had.
Mm.
Growing up, love felt conditional. It felt like you were appreciated when you could offer something, when you achieved something, when you made people proud. Feeling accepted just because you were you, I didn't always experience that. I felt like I was trying to prove my worth.
Wow, that is a very powerful thing
hmm
to say because sometimes many people think someone is just
Hmm.
looking for a relationship, but sometimes someone is actually looking for a feeling that have been missing their whole life. They are looking for safety,
hmm
they are looking for acceptance, they are looking for a place where they finally
Hmm.
feel chosen.
Exactly. So when Daniel came into my life and showed me attention, kindness, and genuine care, it felt different. For the first time, I felt like someone saw me. Not what I could provide,
Oh,
not what I could
nice.
achieve, just me. And honestly, I thought this must be love.
Where did
Where
you
did
meet?
you meet Daniel?
I was 17 when I met Daniel. At that time, I wasn't thinking about marriage. I was focused on my studies and trying to understand what I wanted from life. Daniel was older, more confident, and he made me feel seen. He listened to me. He encouraged me. Honestly, that feeling was powerful.
So, Daniel,
hmm
can you tell us where did you meet
Hmm.
Amaka?
We
Yeah.
met through a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Amaka was different. She had innocence, she had peace. I felt like I had found someone I could build a home with. At first, it was just conversations, nothing serious. But I noticed something about her. She was young, but she had a maturity and gentleness about her. We started talking more, and I became someone she could open up to, someone she trusted.
And that's how we knew this was something really special.
Nice.
hmm
So, Amaka, what made Daniel different from everyone else?
Hmm. I think it was the feeling that someone believed in me. At that age, when someone gives you attention, I found something rare. Daniel made me feel safe. He listened, he cared about what I was feeling. At home, I felt like I was always trying to survive. But with him, I felt peace. And when you have been craving something for a long time, and when you finally experience it, it can feel like you have found the answer to everything.
Oh, nice. That is
hmm
something important. Sometimes we don't just fall in love with a person.
Hmm.
Sometimes we fall in love with how that
Hmm.
person makes us feel. And if someone gives you something you've been missing for years, that connection can become extremely powerful. So, at what point
hmm
did this relationship move from just being love and companionship to
Hmm.
marriage?
Things happened quickly. One thing led to another, and I became pregnant. And that moment changed everything.
That must have been a life changing moment. What was going through your mind?
I was scared. I was young. I didn't know what the future looked like. But then Daniel told me he wanted to take responsibility. He wanted to commit. And because I knew he loved me, I felt like maybe this was the answer. Maybe this was my way out. Maybe this was my chance to finally have the family and love I always wanted.
Okay, let me ask you something difficult. Do you think you chose marriage because you were ready? Or because marriage felt like
hmm
an escape from the pain you were experiencing?
Hmm. Looking back now, I would say both. I loved Daniel. My feelings were real. But I also cannot deny that part of me saw marriage as an escape. I thought, finally, I will have my own home. Finally, I will experience the love I always wanted. But I later learned something important. A person can love you deeply, but they cannot heal every wound you carried before they arrived.
Hmm. is one of the biggest lessons from this conversation. Many people enter relationships carrying pain. They hope love will erase everything.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes love becomes pressure to do a job it was never designed to do.
Hmm.
A partner can support your healing, but they cannot become the replacement for healing.
Hmm.
So, another thing many young couples experience is fear. The fear that if they wait, they may separate them. Did that fear play a role in this relationship?
Yes.
I was afraid. I thought, what if we separate and I lose the only person who has ever made me feel loved? I thought marriage would protect our relationship.
I also had fears. I loved her and I wanted to do the right thing. My mindset was, I want to stand by her. I want to build with her.
So,
Mhm.
after the celebration, after everyone went home, reality started. What was the biggest shock about marriage?
Mhm.
Realizing that Daniel was not my escape, he was
Yeah,
my
sure.
partner.
So
There
marriage
is a
is an
difference.
escape.
I expected him to give me everything I missed growing up, but that was an unfair responsibility to put on another person.
Wow, that is a lesson many married people need to hear. Your spouse is not your savior, they are your teammates. Looking back now,
Do you think you both truly understood the weight of marriage?
Looking back now, I would say we understood love, but we did not fully understand marriage. There is a difference.
that right there is powerful. Yeah, that right there is powerful. Many people understand the excitement of marriage, but they don't understand the responsibility of marriage. So, why not wait? Why not allow yourselves to grow separately? Why make that decision so early?
I think one of the biggest reasons was fear. People don't always talk about this. Sometimes young people don't marry only because they are ready. Sometimes they marry because they are afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of losing each other. I remember thinking, what if life takes us in different directions? What if he meets someone else? What if I lose this person who makes me feel loved?
Let me ask a difficult question. Looking back today, do you think you got married because you were ready or because you were afraid of losing each other?
I think it was both. There was genuine love, but there was also fear. And I wish someone had told me, never make a permanent decision because of a temporary fear.
Wow, that sentence alone, that sentence alone is something many people need to hear. Because people see the wedding, they see the pictures, they see the celebration, but nobody sees the first morning after the wedding. What was that reality like?
First year humbled us. We realized that marriage was not just romance. We had different expectations of handling problems, different ideas about money, different communication styles.
I remember one moment I was upset because Daniel was not communicating. In my mind, I was thinking, when we were dating, he always knew what to say, or could he be cheating on me? But marriage taught me something. You cannot expect someone to read your mind.
Let me say something that may challenge people. Some people don't have marriage problem. They have expectation
Because
problem.
they entered marriage expecting their partner to behave like a movie character. So, what warning signs did you ignore before marriage?
I ignored the fact that we had not discussed enough serious topics. We talked about love, we talked about the future, but we didn't talk of conflict, money, family expectations, personal growth.
I ignored the fact that being a good boyfriend is not the same as being a good husband. Marriage requires another level of responsibility.
Be honest with me. Did you ever have a moment where you thought maybe we made a mistake?
Yes. There were difficult moments where I wondered if we were too young, if I knew myself enough.
But those moments also forced us to grow.
If you could travel back to the day before you got married, would you still choose each other?
Yes, but I would want us to prepare more. Yes.
But I would tell my younger self, don't just prepare for the wedding, prepare for the marriage.
So, what are the biggest lessons?
Do not marry because you are afraid of losing someone. Marry because you have built the capacity to grow together.
Love is important, but love needs wisdom. Love needs patience. Love needs maturity.
Today's conversation is not about judging anyone who married young. It's about understanding ourselves before making lifelong decisions. Sometimes we are not only choosing a partner, sometimes we are choosing a future. So, before marriage, ask yourself, am I choosing this person because I am ready to build? Or am I choosing
Hmm.
this person because I am trying to escape something? So, the question for today, have you ever seen someone rush into a relationship because they
Hmm.
were looking for love, escape, safety, or an escape? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comment section. Let's hear yours.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.